Amid rising tensions with Iran and worries about attacks on U.S. carriers abroad, a sudden airspace scare has exploded right on the U.S. border, jolting security planners at home. On February 10th, the FAA abruptly froze all flights in and out of El Paso International Airport, citing special security reasons, and catching airlines and passengers completely off guard. A sweeping flight notice locked down a 10-mile airspace bubble over the Texas border city, stretching up to 18,000 feet and turning normally busy skies into a no-go zone. The order halted commercial jets, cargo haulers, and small private planes alike, effectively freezing a critical border travel hub that links Texas, New Mexico, and northern Mexico. Airport officials said the restriction landed with almost no warning and clearly appeared to be linked to a sensitive security issue, not routine air traffic control. One U.S. official later told Reuters that drones tied to Mexican drug cartels had breached U.S. airspace, raising fresh alarms about how easily hostile systems can slip across the border. The Pentagon reportedly stepped in to help detect and neutralize the suspect drones, underscoring how quickly a local airspace scare can escalate into a military issue. By February 11th, the FAA had lifted the El Paso lockdown and insisted there was ultimately no threat to civil aviation, allowing flights to resume on a cautious schedule. Yet a similar flight ban over nearby Santa Teresa, New Mexico, remained murky and largely unexplained, adding to public confusion and speculation. Reports suggest that if the shutdowns had continued, more than 1,000 flights over 10 days could have been disrupted, stranding or delaying many thousands of travelers. Some reporting has linked the closures to counter-drone testing at a nearby Army installation, hinting that experimental defenses may have overlapped with civilian corridors. Other accounts say the FAA only pulled the plug on flights after the military admitted it could not fully guarantee civilian safety while those counter-drone operations were underway. This border sky drama is unfolding while U.S.-Iran tensions stay dangerously high over Tehran's nuclear program and expanding missile arsenal. President Donald Trump has recently warned that Iran would be foolish not to accept a new nuclear deal with Washington, framing diplomacy as its last best option. From cartel drones at the southern border to carrier threats in the Gulf, the picture is of a United States with its security nerves on edge and multiple fronts to watch. On February 11th, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian again insisted that Iran is not seeking a bomb, trying to counter fears that the program is racing toward weapons. Pezeshkian says Tehran is ready for any verification of its nuclear activities, but only if talks fully respect Iran's rights and sovereignty, drawing a hard line as pressure builds.
We are not seeking nuclear weapons. We have stated this repeatedly, time and again, and we are ready for any kind of verification. It was the United States and European countries that tried to bring down our revolution. As the head of the government, the president, I apologize to the noble people for the shortcomings that exist. Despite these shortcomings and deficiencies, we in the government are making every effort with all our strength to resolve all these problems firmly and resolutely, and by God's power and under the wise leadership of the Supreme Leader, we will do so. The high wall of mistrust that the United States and Europe have created, through what they say and the atmosphere they have generated regarding Iran's nuclear program, does not allow these talks with the United States to reach a result. Our Iran will not bow to their excessive demands. Our Iran will not back down in the face of injustice and aggression. But we are in talks with neighboring countries with all our strength to promote peace and stability in the region.